Hello, this is News Now, reaching you live from iBrandTV News Studios in Lagos. Coming up, 4 policemen shot dead as gunmen attack military checkpoint in Enugu. Nigeria records 77% spike as states stop COVID-19 testing. Senate moves to sanction office of the Accountant General for making Nigeria lose $174.2 million on external loans. China kicks against second phase of investigation into the origin of the coronavirus. Hello, thanks again for joining us on News Now. Here are stories making headlines. I'm Michael Nath. We'll begin from Oyo State, where Governor Seyi Makinde has emphasized on the need for Nigerians to imbibe religious tolerance. While delivering his Salah message, Governor Makinde cautioned against those spreading religious sentiments and division in the state.
To use this opportunity to say Baraka de Salah to everybody, not just our Muslim faithful, because in Yoruba land they will say any Odun that we're able to witness, we all will celebrate it. So I'll use the opportunity in the spirit of the season, of the celebrations going on right now, to ask the rabble-rousers in Oyo State to have a rethink. They cannot destroy this place on religious ground. Because even me, I came from a Muslim family. The Makinde that I bear, the owner of that name, my grandfather, lived and died a Muslim. So if you go to my family house, 60% of the people are Muslim. So we'll keep doing everything humanly possible by these governments to carry everybody along.
No fewer than 4 policemen were feared killed when gunmen attacked a checkpoint at Obagwa Mechi community in Enugu South local government area on Wednesday night. Though the casualty figure remains unclear, residents said they counted 4 bodies of slain policemen after the attack. At least 2 passers-by, including a pastor and a member of the neighborhood watch, were also said to have been gunned down during the attack, which took place at the policemen by surprise. Enugu Police Command confirmed the attack and added preliminary investigations have commenced, while assuring further development will be communicated. A weekly epidemiology report from July 5 to July 11, 2021 on the website of the Nigeria Center for Disease Control has revealed that some states have reduced testing, while the country has recorded a 77% increase in the total number of reported cases of COVID-19. According to the NCDC website, the states with their corresponding number of tests include Bauchi 1, Sokoto 1, Zamfara 1, Kogi 3, Yobe 3, Nasarawa 5, and Niger 5. The number of cases rose from 392 2 weeks ago to 693 last week. That's July the 5th to July the 11th. The number of discharges recoveries dropped by 87% from the 433 persons discharged 2 weeks ago to 57 discharged last week. To date, 169,884 cases of COVID-19 have been confirmed, with 2,128 deaths. In the report, the NCDC Director General Chikwe Ihekwazu appealed to Nigerians to observe safety and health precautions to minimize spread, especially with the discovery of the lethal Delta variant in Nigeria. A court hearing over the extradition of embattled Yoruba Nation agitator Sunday Adeyemo, aka Sunday Igboho, by the Beninois authorities will hold today. Igboho is currently held by the operatives of Brigade Criminal in Cotonou. He was arrested on Monday while attempting to fly to Germany with his wife, YORUBA. The court hearing scheduled for Wednesday failed to hold. Igboho's spokesperson, Olayomi Koike, in a live update on early Thursday, confirmed that his principal's hearing will hold today. Protesters and lovers of Sunday Igboho have gathered at his Soko residence in Ibadan to call for the unconditional release of the Yoruba freedom fighter who was arrested by the security forces in Benin Republic. The agitators, who had also protested against the raid of Igboho's residence by the operatives of the Department of State Services, are greatly disturbed by the turnout of events. In a peaceful protest, the agitators proceeded into the streets of Ibadan, calling for Igboho's freedom.
Sunday Igboho now. To free Sunday Igboho, we want federal government to see Sunday Igboho to remove his name from wanted list and from stop list. And they should release our boys that they have been detained since like three weeks ago. Both Abuja and Lagos. Please, we are urging federal government they should please, yes, they should hear our voice. They should hear 70 million Yoruba voice.
All of our Obas in Yoruba land, we are begging you, Baba Oba, we are begging all of you, please come to Chief Sunday Adeyemo Igboho said, speak for Chief Sunday Igboho Adeyemo. Igboho is never a criminal. Igboho is never a raper. Igboho is never a bandit. So please, he's never a terrorist. We are begging, we are pleading.
Ogun State Governor DAPO ABIODUN has expressed confidence that Nigeria will neither experience another civil war nor a breakup. He said the socio-economic challenges confronting the country would be solved soon. ABIODUN admitted that although the country was going through a difficult time following insecurity and other challenges, he expressed faith that Nigerians would overcome the situation. He spoke when they hosted the League of Imams and Alfas in the state at his Ikweru country home as part of the EID-EL-KABIR celebration. The governor urged Nigerians not to give up, but should continue to have faith and trust in God. At least 2 persons have been killed following a resurgence of cult clashes in ETIM local government area of AKWA state. The crisis has forced residents of Udianga NM community and its village head, Mendia Josiah Ido Ekoriko, to flee his palace. The latest incident is said to have happened on Monday night when a rival cult group, said to be of the Iceland group, led by one Otto from Obong Airport, stormed the Odianga NM community to retrieve stolen items allegedly seized by the opposing gang in the nearby community of Obong Ntang. The invaders, led by the Iceland leader, had gone for negotiations with the other group, Edebam, led by one Samuel J.C. Okonko, popularly called Angel Boy, with a view to recovering those properties. They said the negotiations resulted in a scuffle between the 2 groups, leading to the death of 1 person. Confirming the incident, Police Public Relations Officer SP Odiko Makdan assured that an investigation will begin as soon as the ETIM Area Command gives details on the incident. Now, the Senate has called for the sanction of officials in the office of the Accountant General of the Federation, who made Nigeria lose $274.2 million on external loans. The upper chamber approved the report of the Senate Committee on Public Accounts before proceeding on an annual vacation last week. The Senate, in its resolution, asked the Accountant General of the Federation, Ahmed Idris, to identify the officers and sanction them for mismanaging public funds in accordance with the Rule 3115 of the Financial Regulations and for gross misconduct. Rule 3115 of the Financial Regulations reads, An accounting officer who was queried for his failure to manage or spend public funds effectively, or who spends public money without due regard to economy, contrary to Financial Regulations 415, and fails to reply to the query, should be removed from this schedule and be disciplined in accordance with the public service rules. You're watching news now, reaching you from iBrandTV News Studios here in Lagos. We'll take a brief break now and come back with more. Stay with us.
Most people don't understand the magic of a perfect skin, the allure of a well-pampered skin. We bounce from skincare products to skincare products, from spa to spa. Looking for that ideal solution. I found the solution. And it's Blemiville Skincare and Spa. My name is Neil, and I'm proud to be a part of the Blemiville family.
Swift Dry Cleaners Limited, professional dry cleaners, best in dry cleaning and laundry services, and meets the needs of our consumers. Yeah, Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Yeah. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Yeah, for clean wash and quick delivery. Yeah, Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. For clean wash and quick delivery.
Swift Dry Cleaners. Clean wash.
African news now. Madagascar police this week arrested 6 people, including a foreign national, on suspicion of plotting to kill the president after months of investigation, officials said. Andre Rajoelina was sworn in as president of the Indian Ocean Island country in 2019 after hard-fought election and a constitutional court challenge from his rival. According to the evidence in our possession, these individuals had devised a plan for the elimination and neutralization of a number of people, including the head of the state, the Attorney General said in a statement. It added that investigations were underway and further details could not be disclosed. Authorities in Mali on Wednesday said they had opened a probe into an attempt to assassinate a strongman, interim President Assimi Goïta. Goïta was the figure behind 2 coups in less than a year in the Sahelian country. Prosecutor Boruma Kariba Conte said in a statement that an inquiry has been opened to shed lights on the event. Goïta was whisked away after a man armed with a knife lunged at him after prayers for the Islamic festival of EID-EL-KABIR at a mosque in Bamako, the capital. He later appeared on state TV to say he was doing very well and downplayed the significance of the assault. This suspect has been described as only a teacher, but most of his identity has not been revealed. He remained in custody on Wednesday while police interviewed witnesses. At least 17 Bengali migrants drowned in a shipwreck off Tunisia as they tried to cross to the Mediterranean to Italy from Libya, while more than 380 were rescued by the Coast Guard, the Tunisian Red Crescent said on Wednesday. The boat had set off from Zuwara on Libya's northwest coast, carrying migrants from Syria, Egypt, Sudan, Eritrea, Mali and Bangladesh, the humanitarian organization said. Red Crescent official Monki Slim said 17 Bengali died and more than 380 other migrants rescued in a boat that set off from Libya's Zuwara towards Europe. In recent months, several people have drowned off the Tunisian coast, while an increase in the frequency of attempted crossings to Europe from Tunisia and Libya towards Italy as the weather has improved. Foreign news now. China rejected on Thursday a World Health Organization plan for a second phase of an investigation into the origin of the coronavirus, which includes the hypothesis it could have escaped from a Chinese laboratory, a top health official said. The WHO this month proposed a second phase of studies into the origin of the coronavirus in China, including audits of laboratories and markets in the city of Wuhan, calling for the transparency from authorities. Zheng Yixin, Vice Minister of the National Health Commission, NHC, told reporters he was taken aback when he first read the WHO plan because it lists the hypothesis that a Chinese violation of laboratory protocols had caused the virus to leak during research. The head of the WHO said earlier in July that investigations into the origins of the COVID-19 pandemic in China were being hampered by the lack of raw data on the first days of spread there. Zheng reiterated China's position that some data could not be completely shared due to privacy concerns. Angered by doctors' support for anti-junta protests, Myanmar's military has arrested several doctors treating COVID-19 patients independently, and colleagues and media said, as the health system struggles to cope with a record wave of infections. Since the military overthrew the elected government led by Aung San Suu Kyi in February, the ensuing turmoil and protests have thrown Myanmar's COVID-19 response into chaos, as activists say scores of doctors have been arrested for their prominent role in the civil disobedience movement. Myanmar registered on Thursday over 6,000 new COVID-19 infections after reporting 286 deaths a day earlier, but record highs. Medics and funeral services say the real death toll is far higher, with crematoriums unable to keep pace. You're watching news now from iBrandTV Lagos. Coming up next is sport news.
Welcome to the sports update. I am Judechi Chidi Asia. Now, the Tokyo Olympic Organizing Committee fired the director of the opening ceremony on Thursday because of a Holocaust joke he made during a comedy show in 1998. Organizing Committee President Seiko Hashimoto said a day ahead of the opening ceremony that director Kentaro Kobayashi has been dismissed. He was accused of using a joke about the Holocaust in his comedy act, including the phrase, "Let's play Holocaust." Tokyo has been plagued with scandals since being awarded the Games in 2013. Earlier this week, composer Keigo Oyamada, whose music was to be used at the ceremony, was forced to resign because of past bullying of his classmates, which he boasted about in magazine interviews. Soon after a video clip and script of Kobayashi's performance were revealed, criticism flooded social media. Kobayashi is a former member of a popular comedy duo Ramens and known overseas for comedy series including The Japanese Tradition. And now Odunayo Adekuronye, who is one of the country's major hopes of a Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games medal, is excited by her role as Nigeria's flag bearer at Friday's opening ceremony. The wrestler, who is rated tops in her weight category, disclosed that she is looking forward to the opening ceremony in which she will lead other Nigerian athletes in a match past, explaining that it's a big honor to be chosen for the role in a country of over 200 million people. The 56 kg wrestler said, "The news of my role at the Games came to me as a shock. I am happy to be chosen and I will do my best both as a flag bearer and in the events proper." End of quote. With 60 athletes featuring at the Games, Team Nigeria is expected to participate in 10 events in Tokyo. And that's all for now on Sports Updates. It's back to you in the studios, Michael.
Many thanks, Jidechi, for those sports stories. Up next, business news. An economic expert says Nigeria needs to do more in attracting greater economic investments into the country. Speaking as a guest analyst on iBrandTV breakfast show, Daybreak, the immediate past Director General of Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry said Nigeria, with its numerous potential, should be the hub of oil and gas in Africa.
As the largest economy in Africa, we should be doing a lot more than we are doing, especially from the point of view of investments, attracting investments. Because if you look at the investment environment now, it's not anything to write home about. Yeah. And that is why we have, these issues of unemployment, issues of poverty and all of that. So we can do a lot more. I mean, look at the oil and gas sector. We are an oil-producing country. We have been an oil-producing country since close to 50 years now. Where is the value addition to crude oil? Every year we spend billions of dollars, not naira, billions of dollars importing petroleum products. All our refineries are practically moribund. So all the value that we should have been getting from the oil and gas sector, we are not getting. Because imagine if all the 4 refineries were functioning. Imagine the multiplier effect on the rest of the economy. Imagine the savings in terms of foreign exchange that we spend. Because sometimes I see the CBN struggle to ban this, ban that. Yeah. Whereas the biggest source, the biggest pressure on our foreign exchange is importation of petroleum products. And we are an oil-producing country. So that is a major shortcoming.
And you wouldn't think some individuals are making a lot of money out of this?
Well, people will always take advantage of any situation. What is the responsibility of the government to ensure that the system works, to ensure that the government gets value from its investment, and to ensure that we create the right kind of environment for these investments to come. Ideally, Nigeria should be the oil and gas hub of the entire Africa, if we got it right. I mean, look at what the UAE, Dubai, and Middle East, look at what they have used oil to transform their economy to. Yeah. Look at the quality of infrastructure that they have built. Right now, percentage of oil contribution to some of the economic activities is far, far low. Because they have used the resources from oil to develop infrastructure, to create their country, make it a major tourism hub for the whole world. Industries, free trade zone, everything is there. And security. But we have that kind of huge resources given to us by God. Just want to leverage on it to develop other sectors of the economy. We have mismanaged it. We cannot walk away from it because it's not working. Because it still holds the key. Because to develop agriculture, you need money. Because you have to fix your infrastructure. To some extent, you even need to subsidize agriculture. Just as is done in many other advanced economies. You need resources to do that. And one of the easiest ways you can get resources is from this, because you need oil to also get out of oil. You need to take advantage of what you can get while it lasts. Because things are changing. There is now a movement away from fossil fuel to renewable energy. Electric cars and all of that. In another 10, 15, 20 years, this oil will become almost irrelevant. So we need to ensure efficiency in that sector. That does not diminish the fact that we should develop other sectors. And these things are not mutually exclusive anyway. You can be developing the oil sector, and be developing agric, developing manufacturing, developing mining.
It doesn't hurt anybody.
It doesn't hurt anybody. It doesn't disturb any of those initiatives. That is why you have Ministry of Agriculture, you have Ministry of Industry, you have Ministry of Mining, you have water resources, you have all sorts of agencies. But the system needs to work.
The immediate past Director General of Lagos State Chamber of Commerce and Industries there. Now, oil prices rose on Wednesday, extending gains from the previous session as improved risk appetite provided support despite data showing an unexpected rise in U.S. oil inventories last week and a weaker demand outlook due to rising COVID-19 infections. Brent crude, against which Nigeria's crude is priced, rose by $2.99 to $72.34 per barrel at 7:20 p.m. Nigerian time, having a hit session low of $68.63 per barrel. Now, U.S. West Texas intermediate crude futures rose by $3.17 to $70.37 a barrel after falling to $66.44 a barrel earlier on Wednesday. Nigeria lost an estimated 53.26 billion naira in the first 2 months of this year, as international oil companies and local players flared a total of 33.04 billion standard cubic feet of natural gas. The oil companies wasted 17.53 billion SCF of gas in February, compared to 15.51 billion SCF in February, according to data obtained from the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation. With the price of natural gas put out $3.93 per 1,000 SCF as of Wednesday. The 33.04 billion SCF fled translates to an estimated loss of $129.85 million or 53.26 billion naira, using the official exchange rate of 410 naira per dollar. Now, up next is entertainment news. Nollywood actress Evan Okoro has cried out to her colleagues and fellow Nigerians to save her from certain persons who are after her life. The movie producer, via her Instagram page, posted a series of videos of herself calling for help. In a video she posted on Wednesday, the actress filmed herself running in the dark. An hour later, she posted another video explaining the reason for the previous video. The actress, who appeared to have swollen lips with bruises on her face, stated that some unnamed persons were after her life due to a movie, A Bigger Madness, she premiered on her YouTube channel, Evan Koro TV, last week. The movie Bigger Madness is based on a live streaming app, Bigo, where users and creators can broadcast and get paid for their video content. In the movie description on YouTube, Evans explained that a lot of people castigated the movie and called her names for shooting it. She also claimed she had been banned from Bigo for life because of the movie. She further explained that her movie was targeted at unemployed Nigerian youths whom she wanted to inform about the platform where they can earn money. In another video posted on Thursday, Evans called her Nollywood colleagues and fellow Nigerians to save her. American music mogul Dr. Dre has been ordered by a Los Angeles Superior Court judge to pay his estranged wife, Nicole Young, the sum of $293,306 monthly in a spousal support as their divorce case rages on. According to Radar Online, SEC court documents show that the decision to pay the sum is only temporal until the court makes a final decision. More so, the judge also ordered the music ENUGU to keep paying for Young's health insurance. And that's about the size of the news now. Thank you very much for being part of it all. I'm Michael Nath.